Hi, this is Snoop Dogg, and you're about to see the best sports and entertainment talk show on the internet with your host, Troy Geary. The man who seems to go to every sporting event, and Dave Stevens born without legs, but won 7 Emmys and played college football and minor league baseball. Throw in Will Stein wherever Will Stein is, and you've got a heck of a show. It's the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show. Faux shizzle.
Well, welcome back to Radio Row. Dave Stevens here. We are in the home stretch of day 3 here at the 59th Super Bowl. I'm so tired I can't remember how many of these we've been to, but we have another treat for you today. As we have the stars walking around, we have also some amazing inspirational athletes. We have veterans around that are working with Nate Boyer and merging vets and players, and we also have some amazing Paralympian athletes who are just as amazing and just as successful as those they call regular athletes. And I think these guys are even more heroes just because of what they've overcome. And joining me here at Radio Row, sitting across from me, next to me, is Jo LeMar, who is a Paralympian champion. He's a 2-time world champion in wheelchair softball. He's a member of the New England Patriots wheelchair flag football, not flag football team, but football team. And you're also part of Achilles International, the Boston chapter. I work with them in Connecticut. So, Jo, thanks for being a part of the show. And what's that thing hanging on your neck?
Dave, thanks for having me. This is a Paralympic gold medal from Barcelona, Spain, 1992. I was the 400-meter champion.
400 meters in what?
Running.
Okay.
Yes.
And how did you lose your leg? People can't see us from the waist down on our show, but tell us how you became part of our disabled world.
Yeah, so I'm a below knee amputee, and I became an amputee due to a tumor. It chose me, and I had to have my foot amputated my senior year, literally 3 weeks after winning the indoor New England title in the mile. Knew it was going to happen the whole time. Had the foot amputated, and then 3 months later, I had a doctor appointment, and a nurse gave to me a Runner's World magazine with the Paralympics in it, and the rest was history.
And it's a good history, but tell us a little bit about that mindset, because again, people know that I don't have legs and I haven't overcome anything. I don't know that tragedy of that loss. It's a completely different mindset. I've been around our military veterans who have really suffered the loss of limb. But tell me, what is that mindset? Do you think life's over, I'm not normal, I'm never going to be able to do the things I did again?
You know, when I was a kid going through this and everything, yeah, I thought I was invincible before this happened. And then you get to, going through all the depression, but again, finally going and seeing that there was light at the end of the tunnel, per se, and being able to see that sports are out there for people with disabilities renewed everything for me. And it really brought me into a different mindset that it was like, oh, I get to go and kick butt again.
Well, you're kicking butt. I was going to say you are just as big as any. In fact, people probably thought you were a former football player or something, right?
They've asked me if I was a thrower many times, and I'm like, no, I was actually one of the first blade runners who did track.
Yeah, and also people probably come up to you and say thank you for your service, because again, you look like just other veterans and stuff.
Yes, and that's one that I wasn't brave enough to serve. Again, being 18,
it was taken from you.
Exactly.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about all these organizations. I know Achilles, what people don't realize is Achilles International. They pair able-bodied athletes or able-bodied people to help runners either in wheelchairs or wanting to bike on a 3-wheel bike or running on blades. So tell me a little bit about your involvement in them and that chapter.
Yeah, so I am the chapter lead for Achilles International Boston, and we go and we break down barriers in the sport of running. We are the leading adaptive running nonprofit in the world. And again, we really want to make sure that everybody knows, no matter what their ability is, they're able to come out and walk, run, and roll with us.
And that's great. I've been in a couple of those 5Ks and 10Ks where I'm on a bike, and I'm like, I don't know how you guys do it on a day-to-day training basis. And it's just been eye-opening to see that. So how much now do you help develop and try to recruit? Because, in the real world, if you're born Chinese, if you're born Hispanic, that's who you're born. But in our world of the disabled community, you can join our club at any time.
Yes. And it's recruiting is a huge thing, and we try to get around to different events, different organizations, partner with different organizations to make sure that we get the word out that, we're not looking to take away from their organizations. We're looking just to give a different avenue for athletes to be a part. And again, it's all about being a part. It's an amazing community to be involved with as well.
Now, I'm not joking about the subject matter, but I am fairly disappointed because our world had a huge setback when the Blade Runner went to jail for murder. And I always said as a kid, I could get away with murder. And that just proved that somebody without legs can't get away with murder. But we now have people like you and others that we can look up to because the Paralympics has really grown. I mean, have you seen all these Olympic events that they now put on NBC and all these things?
It's great. I wish I had it back when I was competing. But the fact is now they're getting their just due and they're able to get sponsorships out of the deal. Some of our elite Paralympians, or you see them on commercials and everything else, and rightfully so.
What would be your advice to somebody who has suffered a limb loss or a tragedy where they think they're not whole again? What's that advice to those people?
My big advice is realizing that anything that you want to do, you can adapt and get it done.
And you're here with a couple other guys from the organization, just here on Radio Row, just kind of telling your story.
Exactly. We're looking to get the word out there. I'm a firm believer that sports is for everybody. There is a way to adapt and overcome and be able to go out and achieve and have an incredible time doing it.
Well, Jo LeMar, your story is amazing and your exuberance is contagious. I've watched you walk around and mingle. We connected you with the Special Olympics guys over there that got to tell your story. And that's what it's all about. We are the biggest minority in the world and we have the smallest voice. And it's important to have people like you, ambassadors, that really help champion that cause, but also realize that life isn't over. And I've said the same thing. If people are going to stare, I might as well give them a show.
There it is. Life isn't over. You can go out, do and accomplish anything and everything that you'd like to.
And so how can people follow you on social media or find out your story more on YouTube or all those kind of things? What's the best way?
You can go look up my story on See Jo Run on YouTube. You can go and follow me on Instagram, Jo_LeMar, LEMAR. I'm also on Facebook, and you can also go and follow Achilles International Boston on all of those platforms as well.
And the thing around your neck, where does that normally hang when you're home?
Oh, it's just running fast. I'm honest. I got other goals to accomplish, and I don't want to go and live in the past. I like going and looking forward to.
But if you won a Grammy or an Oscar, I mean, you could probably put that on a necklace, right?
I wouldn't go and wear it around. It's events like this that you want people to know what you accomplished. So that's why you bust it out for occasions like this. But again, my focus is now wheelchair basketball, wheelchair football, and accomplishing things with those teams, along with pushing and making sure everybody knows about Achilles International and the wonderful work we did.
And are you still playing some football?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, tell us about that.
The wheelchair football and everything. This is my second year. New England Patriots wheelchair football has been around now for 2 years, so one of the pioneers on the team, and it's unbelievable.
You're like, what? Are you Tom Brady's age? Or like?
I am 24 years old with 29 extra years of experience. How about that?
Well, you need some Grecian then, so we can figure out that. So.
I appreciate knowing, but I have to go with that mindset to keep that.
Absolutely. And then all these young influencers and stuff, they got nothing on you. So you are a true influencer. So Jo LeMar spent a little time with us, and it's great to have him here. And again, it's also great to have all of our sponsors like iTattoo and Pi, and of course Serendipity Yachts, because all of our guests on the Geary, Stein, and Stevens show this week, thanks to Kelly Williams and Serendipity Yachts, Cruises, and Events, you get this wonderful phone charger, which is a hot commodity around here, as we've seen terrible towels and all kinds of stuff go quickly. This is something that you can actually use. So we've got one for you, Jo. So because I know you get a lot of calls and texts here from all over the world. So we're going to pay a couple of bills. I'll come back and put a bow on this show. You're watching Geary, Stein, and Stevens live on Radio Row, Day 3. Who's coming up next? I don't know. Troy's going to find somebody. We'll have somebody for you in just a
Serendipity
little
Yacht
bit.
Cruises and Events wants you to come party with us. We're bringing the fun to the Houston Bay Area. Stay tuned for all of our incredible events throughout the year, featuring amazing food and drinks, live entertainment, special guests, and so much more. Fun, new, different. Serendipity Yacht Cruises and Events is where you want to be. So come party with us. It's more than a yacht. It's serendipity.
Introducing the world's first temporary airbrush tattoo kiosk, iTattoo, bringing wearable, shareable temporary body art to live events. iTattoo stands for Interactive Temporary Airbrush Tattoo Unit. The team is raising additional capital for this incredible iTattoo concept, putting ink on skin at scale. I'll say it again, folks, ink on skin at scale. This will be the coolest addition to any event, and imagine the reactions when you add body art to the mix. Cool kiosks for a large venue or event. And it's super sponsorable. If you or anyone is interested in talking about the cap raise or the unit itself, please reach out to Nathan or Chris at itattoo.life.
Hi, my name is Shaquille Duggar, and I'm the CEO and founder of Pi. My passion is and always has been helping people. That's why I created Pi. I wanted to devise solutions that would make it easier for businesses to become more efficient and effective to drive profitability, while at the same time helping the customers they serve. Our newest self-service solution is a perfect example of that collaboration. Business leaders told us they wanted a smaller alternative to the larger freestanding kiosks they already love, and we delivered with our newest product. A countertop device we call Eclair introduces space-saving, compactness, versatility, and convenience. When it comes to our self-service solutions industry specifically, we put considerable stock in the quote from Alan Key. People who are really serious about software should make their own hardware. That's Pi in a nutshell. To ensure we produce the best self-service options, we do it all, designing and developing our own hardware and software. The bulk of our business involves the food industry, catering to an evolving industry with technology that is ever evolving itself. Our customers aren't necessarily in traditional restaurant locations. They're in malls, food trucks, and pop-up stands. Additionally, we perform considerable research of consumer trends and behaviors, trying to forecast what they will want and need as it relates to self-service in the short and long term. It's challenging, but exciting and satisfying work. Visiting the restaurant of one of our partners and seeing customers effortlessly order and pay for food through a Pi kiosk puts a huge smile on my face. And it fuels to do more to further enhance their experience. Our latest kiosk designs are reflective of what we've learned, observed, and anticipated. We are designing attractive enclosures that make our kiosks hard to pass by. We're developing and installing intuitive software that's easy to use, and we're incorporating curved high-definition touchscreens that enhance visual quality. At Pi, our ultimate objective is to bring a personal approach to self-service solutions that also display our creativity and ability to devise great products. I introduce to you Pi's newest product, Eclair. Welcome to Pi.
I could use an Eclair right now for a little sugar energy. I am running on empty. Of course, it was a 16-hour day yesterday for opening night here at NFL Super Bowl 59. And we've got our crews everywhere. They're just back from the afternoon session with the Philadelphia Eagles. We got some great sound, so I'll be cutting that up. We are looking for more guests, so just keep tuned. Stay tuned. As I said, you don't know who's going to show up. Could be Kurt Schilling. Oh, wait, we're at it. We don't know who's showing up, but you're watching Geary, Stein, and Stevens live on a Radio Row. Thanks again to our sponsors, but more importantly, thanks to you guys out there that are watching us now on our new home, Velocity Sports. So thank you to John and Eric and all those people that are here helping us with our new transition to a new platform. So for now, and I stress that because you never know when we're going to be back on the air, I'm Dave Stevens.